Hello everyone, it's Matthew, and I just want to explain a few things. Basically, I'm going to now show you some UFOs, the diamond-shaped UFOs that are out there in the farness of space in the universe that travel from distant planets. They come from distant Earths, like ourselves, and the Kepler telescope has picked up these objects. NASA basically spoon-fed us with a few bits of information about these distant super Earths. Now, there are beings on these super Earths, and they travel through portals to our Earth, basically monitoring us, sending down crop circles, and also basically they are doing these crop circles to send messages about the Nibiru system. Now, the Nibiru system is a situation where we have got these heavenly bodies that are coming in, and we know they're here. And basically, the reflections that I'm showing you on the different time cams and the cams around the world are getting very interesting now. Even though we've got this greyness of skies, you can still see the Nibiru system behind them, the red colour and the redness of the system. So I'm going to show you these video cams now of the UFOs. This is the first UFO that was captured last year in October 2015. And you can see that it's travelled down towards the sea, and it was captured. This is a real genuine diamond-shaped UFO from another dimension that does the crop circles. They come down to monitor us, and they go under the sea. The Navy and the military have seen these come out from the sea as well. It's very important to know that these are the genuine ones. The other ones that you see that look like metallic, are not the real ones. These are genuine UFOs. These are the diamond ones that come in from different dimensions and different planets. This diamond-shaped UFO is a very genuine UFO. Another one that's over. This image is showing basically that it's over a crop field. This was taken by subscribers showing that in the crop field this thing came down. Watch how it glows up before it starts doing the crop circle. Look at the way that the shape becomes. It's dim at the moment, then it glows up. These UFOs are up there in the skies. I've seen them myself. I've witnessed them and seen them myself. They act like stars, but they're not. They are genuine diamond-shaped UFOs, and they are up there 100%. I've seen two myself last year, and also I'm going to keep my camcorder and my binoculars and everything up to the skies because I want to catch these. Watch how it starts glowing up now, this UFO. It's very important to see this. They glow, and then they start producing the crop circle. They get the energy from the Earth's magnetic field. A lot of people have documented this situation. It's time to now to believe that these are the genuine tool. These are the genuine ones. These are, I believe, run by the Palladians. When they speed up, they go through different galaxies, and they basically cause this illumination when they start to spin really fast. They are faster than military jets and faster than any other object that man has ever made. They're genuine UFOs. This is also a genuine crop circle UFO. You can see the shape, the colour in a fantastic image. Here in high definition, you can see this thing is absolutely genuine and 100% real. These have been documented, as I showed you on another video, that they do the crop circles. They are fantastic beam ships, and they have come from far, far galaxies. Look how the object moves. It's basically watching, it's looking down. It's ready to start doing a crop circle. And I hope that members of my family are watching this as well, because this is absolute genuineness, that these are the real deal UFOs. I have seen them myself, and other people like Chris Actor and Cryptic Star, Terry Scar, they've all seen these UFOs, and they are genuine. They're the genuine article. These UFOs, the diamond ones, are the true bee's knees. These are the ones that travel from different star systems, and they are here 100%. So basically I'll be going to the next footage. Here is another UFO triangle diamond. You can see up there in the sky on the image. It will zoom in a minute, and you can see basically the texture of these spacecraft. You won't be able to see the true. You won't be able to see the true image. They spin round, they glow, they make this image. This is a genuine UFO.
If we understand this as an international phenomenon, how can we believe that all of these governments have agreed in some way to collude in terms of maintaining this conspiracy? Aren't there, humans have lots of different individual motivations. Wouldn't there be different reactions among the world's leaders, and wouldn't some of them want to favor disclosure?
It is an outstanding question, and a difficult one, and one that we really have to be asking. I've been wondering about this myself. So the best way that I can deal with it is I look at a few things. One is look at the relationship, I try to, of the United States with its allied nations. The United States, of course, is without question the senior partner in nearly all of its relations with other nations. You look at Europe, which is nothing really more than a vassal of the United States at this point through NATO. You look at the Canadian government and military, ditto. You look at the U.S. relationship with all of its other, for a perfect example, when you study the global military spending, all right, right now the United States spends about 40% of all military spending in the world. That's by far and away the greatest. Now there's China and Russia, which are 2 and 3 in the ranking, 8% and 3%. And then all of the other nations that follow are, in fact, U.S. vassal states, I would suggest to you. Even a nation like Brazil, which has been under essentially an undeclared U.S. attack in the last few months, the former Brazilian president, Dilma Rousseff, who we know through the Snowden revelations, her cell phone, her emails, all of the cell phone and emails of her ministers were all monitored by NSA. If Dilma Rousseff had wanted to say something like this, the heck with the United States secrecy, we have our own UFO cases, we're going to disclose them. I guarantee you, Dilma Rousseff would have to be very careful about her planning of such an event, because none of it would go without the so-called Five Eyes, that is NSA and NSA equivalents in other nations. They would know. The United States has, this is never discussed in international politics, but the United States dominates nearly all of the other nations, except China, except Russia, and a few other smaller nations like Iran and Syria and so forth, North Korea. But Russia and China are the big wild cards. That's a whole other conversation we'll need to have. I believe the reason for the secrecy in general, partly U.S. domination over the system, and then partly over genuine fear of all of these nations over the implications of what would absolutely be a post-petroleum economy, because there's no way that a president is going to say these flying saucers or UFOs are real. It'll take all of 5 minutes before people start to realize they're using something other than petroleum to go from point A to point B. And implicit then is a post-petroleum global infrastructure.
Okay, a quick comment. Mr. Hallier would like to weigh in on this.
Yes, one additional person in Ottawa who would know is the Chief of Emergency Measures. And the reason I know is I interviewed the previous one who is now deceased. And he went to Langley, and the CIA asked him if he would like to see one of these craft, and they flew him to Area 51 and let him go inside one.
Here's another one of the UFOs, the diamond-shaped UFOs. It's been used with a special filter. You can see where the amateur photographer has zoomed in and out on the UFO. And it's one of the diamond-shaped UFOs as well that was recorded over a crop field, and it was making a crop circle. A lot of these UFOs have been documented as well, and the footage has been sent in. It's very interesting to see that the diamond shape, these shapes have been built and made from different worlds, and they've got beings inside them that come down and send messages to us. And I believe that they live under the sea as well, as I said before, and also they travel far distances at double light speeds. These are advanced vehicles that they use, and basically it's great to get hold of the footage to be able to pick up and show you these beam ships. Here is another beam ship. This is a beam ship. That's what they do is it makes this shape when it's at high voltage. The power that's spinning through this thing, the magnetic pull of the Earth with the magnetic system that's in this UFO. Look at the shape and you'll see the zoom in on this situation. You can see the color and the actual shape of the thing, the object. These beings are inside this object. These have been documented all over the world, and people now need to see this, the truthfulness of these beam ships. They come down and they basically keep an eye on us. Look at the hole, the circle in the middle. These are true objects from different worlds, and people need to understand this. These are real being ships. Look at it. Look at the quality of the ship. Is basically in a situation that it's moving around. It's moving around with the pull and the movement of the Earth. It basically works with the Earth, the magnetic pull and the shift and everything. Now these objects know that Nibiru and Nemesis are coming. They come down and basically draw shapes in our crops, and they basically know the Nemesis and Nibiru are here. They're warning us. They're warning us, and it's time now to understand this. It's like the old saying, twinkle, twinkle, little star, like a diamond in the sky. This what it is. The diamonds in the skies. They've been around for thousands of years. NASA, government, and secret space agencies, they all know the diamonds come and go. They are basically beings from another world, and they basically come down to monitor us. Here is the last image of a UFO that's showing itself up in the skies. Basically, a subscriber had sent me in the footage, and you can see the diamond shape of this UFO. It's another diamond UFO, and basically it's zoomed in so you can see the size of this thing. Now these UFOs are basically stationary in the skies, waiting to do either crop circles, or they come down, as I say before, to monitor us. There's no other reason. And the documents and the documentaries on the YouTube channels say that they come down, and I believe these are the good ones. These are the Palladians. And the Palladian starships, these come out from the starships and they come down to view us, to see how we're doing, and basically leaving us messages. It's so important to know this, and basically these things have been documented for years. Government have got files that they won't release. They won't release the files to give you the idea of these shapes, the beings that are driving these things, that running these UFOs. As this one here is showing in the sky, you can see basically it's using the Earth's magnetic field. As I said before in the other pieces of footage, that these beings are here. It's 100%. I have caught these as well. Many other people have spotted these as well around the world. And it's just a case of just monitoring the situation and being persistent. Anyway, this is the last video I'm going to do this evening. So I'm going to do another cam video, because I also know and I believe that these beings know that the Nibiru system is coming. They're trying to communicate with us. I believe they're trying to communicate with us to let us know and warn us that our Earth is in danger now. They can see that the poles are shifting. Well, it's been great to do this short footage for you, for our subscribers and viewers, and I will now basically do another long piece of footage for you on the webcams tomorrow of the Nibiru system. So it's eyes to the skies, and have a great evening from Matthew Rogers. Hello everyone, it's Matthew, and I just want to explain a few things. Basically, I'm going to now show you some UFOs, the diamond-shaped UFOs that are out there in the farness of space, in the universe, that travel from distant planets. They come from distant Earths, like ourselves, and the Kepler telescope has picked up the different planets. This diamond-shaped UFO is a very genuine UFO, another one that's over. This image is showing basically that it's over a crop field. This was taken by subscribers, showing that in the crop field this thing came down. Watch how it glows up before it starts doing the crop circle. Look at the way that the shape becomes. It's dim at the moment, then it glows up. These UFOs are up there in the skies. I've seen them myself. I've witnessed them and seen them myself. They act like stars, these objects. NASA basically spoon-fed us with a few bits of information about these distant super Earths. Now, there are beings on these super Earths, and they travel through portals to our Earth, basically monitoring us, sending down crop circles, and also basically they are doing these crop circles to send messages about the Nibiru system. Now, the Nibiru system is a situation where we have got these heavenly bodies that are coming in, and we know they're here. And basically, the reflections that I'm showing you on the different time cams and the cams around the world are getting very interesting now. Even though we've got this greyness of skies, you can still see the Nibiru system behind them, the red colour and the redness of the system. So I'm going to show you these video cams now of the UFOs. This is the first UFO that was captured last year in October 2015, and you can see that it's travelled down towards the sea, and it was captured. This is a real genuine diamond-shaped UFO from another dimension that does the crop circles. They come down to monitor us, and they go under the sea. The Navy and the military have seen these come out from the sea as well. It's very important to know that these are the genuine ones. The other ones that you see that look like metallic, are not the real ones. These are genuine UFOs. These are the diamond ones that come in from different dimensions and